Hello everyone and welcome to Russia Day on the 12th of June 2024, where the people here in St. Petersburg, as well as everywhere else in the country, are celebrating their national holiday. It was this day 34 years ago that Russia, back then known as the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic, declared state sovereignty. And what that meant was the introduction of the supersession of Russian laws over the laws of the Soviet Union. And it was on this very same day, the following year, on the 12th of June 1991, that Russia democratically elected their very first president. And that man was Mr. Boris Yeltsin. And it was Mr. Yeltsin who, in 1994, already in the third year after the collapse of the Soviet Union, proclaimed by presidential decree the 12th of June as a national holiday of the Russian Federation. Initially, it was given the very lengthy name of the Day of Adoption of the Declaration of State Sovereignty of the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic. It's a bit of a mouthful, but of course, later on in the year 2002, the name of the holiday was simply changed to Russia Day. And what happens on Russia Day every year is all around the country people celebrate things Russian, usually different traditions depending on where you are in Russia. Here in St. Petersburg they have a couple of different events going on here. In this particular park they have something called the Festival at Rusi do Rossiyi, which means the festival from Rus to Russia. And this particular part of the end shows the different types of leisurely activities that were partaken in back then at different eras between Rus up until Russia. Everyone's dressed up in traditional costumes, of course. I'm going to go around now and have a look at the things that they have on offer here, the little arts and crafts, which look pretty interesting actually. And I'm not sure if they actually sell food here either, but we'll see if they've got that. Looks like this is a tool making station here. Let's see if we can get a better view. You can see, yeah, it's a tool making station. He's got the bellow to provide the oxygen to increase the temperature of the fire and keep it going. At the moment he's just making some sort of a rod. As you can imagine, if these are the things that he's making here with a simple fire over here that's being maintained by a bellow, then you can imagine, yes, back then they were probably just as crude as the tools look here at the moment. Very cool. And nicely dressed as well, this guy. See what other activities they got here. This looks like a history lesson they've got over here. So basically any of the activities that they've got here, whether you're participating in it yourself, doing some sort of events or crafts, or sitting in on one of these lectures, it's all pretty educational. We have the bell set up here for anyone to come and play. It's usually exclusive for the kids though, I reckon. I haven't seen any adults come over here just yet to use them, but it's supervised by some of these traditionally dressed adults over here. And they look very fine indeed. A little boy dressed up. Starting early, ready for battle. That's it. Well, I'm gonna stand back here. Otherwise he's gonna take off my leg, I reckon. Oh, cool. There are other kids around here too having lots of fun like that. So yeah, as you can see, got all these little play shields decorated, probably in an art similar to what they would use back then in those times. It's probably not accurate, I don't know. Maybe someone else knows if these shield designs are accurate. Yep. But even the adults are having fun with them too. Very cool. This looks like a Teutonic helmet, I think. I think the children are mostly interested in this here. It says, there you go. You can take as many photos as you want, but kids for free. I don't know what they mean by that, that the kids can pick these up or take photos with them for free, or we can pick them up. Don't know. Cool, very nice. What else? Here too, we have arrows. Oh, linen wraps too, look at that. That's cool. This is how they made coins back then, by forging it, just like this. There's the child's coin, forging it in a mold. Very nice. But I doubt they're silver coins. Looks like it's got a high luster similar to aluminium. Nice and soft to work with. Oh, I know what we've got over here. a mead station. Pretty sure this is mead and not beer, of course. Actually quite fond of mead, so I wonder what this mead tastes like, if it's to some sort of traditional Rus recipe. So the sign here says that it's kvass, but I don't know if it is or not. Здравствуйте. Можно мне один?
Нету травы. Карты?
Да, по карте. So they do have it, and this one is honey and herbs flavour. Well, mead is made from honey, but herbs flavour with the honey. So we'll see what that tastes like. Here we've got ourselves a cup of mead with herbs. So I actually make mead as a hobby, and I've experimented with different flavours of mead before, making it with berries or with even tarragon. I've done it with raspberries and cinnamon before, and yeah, just a few different herbs I've tried in making mead in the past. All been alcoholic, but this one is alcohol free because this is a child friendly event, but it's okay. They'll just boil it off in the end, but it does, I think, change the taste a little bit. But yeah, we'll see what it's like. Alcohol free, herb flavored mead. See what kind of herbs are in there, if I can distinguish it. It tastes good. It tastes good. It does taste like mead. It is mead. It's a sweet mead. I personally like sweet mead. Sometimes you can make it very dry, and this one is nice and sweet. Might have to try it again to see if I can understand what kind of herbs are in it. It's good. You know what? It tastes like cinnamon is in there actually. Funny because I just mentioned how I've made mead with cinnamon before. This one tastes like there's cinnamon in there. It's always nice going to events like this and having a drink with the taste of cinnamon in it. You can get something called Glühwein, or what they say in Russian, I believe, Glintwein is what it's called, which is mulled wine pretty much. They usually sell in these events when it's nice and cold during Christmas time. You know, we're in the summer, even though it's not too warm, but we got ourselves a nice cold drink with cinnamon still. I think as someone who makes mead as a hobby, this one is pretty good. Different sweets. Ah, look at this. They've got different products, different animal products. Here you got some, it's a bear salami. I was at a store where I saw bear pate before. That's pretty cool. Let's try one of these samples. Wonder which one is the bear. Извините, что из этого медведь? What? See what the bear one tastes like. Never had bear before. Yeah, like you said. Gosh, so вкусно. That is good. That's very fatty, very good. Some bear meat. Pretty good. Gotta find myself a bear here in Russia. Go hunting some bear, make myself some delicious meat. Very good, very fatty. Even the doggo is getting a little bit of bear meat. What I find fascinating is how the people here just casually cutting bear meat. This guy doesn't mind. A mix of turkey and moose. Let's try the turkey and moose. Okay. I don't know which bit is which. That was the turkey. And the moose. Wow. I never had moose either, but that one just tastes like normal salami. But that bear one, the bear one, that's the way to go. That one was good. Myself another little sample of bear. It's odd when, you know, you try something completely new and it doesn't taste like something else, and at the same time you love it immediately. And that's how I feel about this bear salami. Really good. I've been missing out. That bear one is so good. This is the good area. Everyone's lined up here for some shashlik. Smells great. Smells great. I love this kind of food, and apparently everyone else does too. It is making me start to salivate. As tempting as it is for me to line up for that food and to smell it there right in front of me and look how freshly cooked it is, I think I'm just going to wait until I go to the next area here in St. Petersburg where they have a big event, and that's the Gastronomical Festival. It's a food-themed event of the different regions around Russia. I have no idea what to expect, what kind of food is going to be there. I'm not completely familiar with all the regions, let alone all the food associated exactly with each of those regions. So Oh look, we even got children over here. One's going to take the other out. I remember we used to have that too when we were kids. They would set up these cushioned bats for us to beat each other up with at these special events. Long time ago. We'll have these little sumo suits that were padded. We just try to wrestle each other to the death. Again, another event that's very child friendly everywhere. Children having a great time. I'm not surprised by now. Oh, defeated all the different events at the festival today. Time to get on one of these scooters and make my way over to the bridge so I can check out the events over at the Gazprom Arena. You can't see it from here, but you will in a minute when I get on the scooter and head over. See if we can get this thing to work on the app. Alright, so got this one working, I think. Let's try this out. We are ready to set off on this thing. Off we go. You can see the type of crowd that's here at the moment. And I think this is the most convenient way to cross the bridge. It's a good thing we got yet another beautiful day to go check out an event. I've been getting pretty lucky with the weather here so far, despite the fact that I'm constantly told by people how bad the weather is here. It's not that I don't believe them, I've just been lucky so far, and I'm grateful for that. It's quite pleasant weather for summer, I must admit. Yeah, personally, I just can't stand the 40 degree weather down in Melbourne where I'm from, or anywhere in Australia really. Since there's an event here, I wonder if it's going to permit me to keep riding. Oh, no, I think that's it. Well, that's it. The scooter is now restricted. Time to put it back up on the stand and walk the rest of the way somewhere over there. So let's do that. It was a quick scooter ride. This is way too loud here. Way too loud. Yeah, this is just crazy with the amount of people around here. There's a line literally at every single stall for every type of food. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get through. Disappointing. It's a little bit unfortunate how many people are here because I can't really get in and even see what they're selling because there's such a big line. We've got traditional St. Petersburg food, we got Kaliningrad food, food from Crimea, food from Karelia. This is ice cream from the Volgograd region, I think. I don't know what is so unique about ice cream from that region. But, I'm not familiar with a lot of food here, so I don't know. Здравствуйте, мягкое мороженое, пожалуйста, один. The Volgograd ice cream. I don't know what's so unique about this being from Volgograd, but I feel like some ice cream, so I'm going to eat it anyway, and hopefully it's good. Just tastes like normal soft serve. I think I've had a taste here at even Вкусная точка. Made a call. I'd like to try this food and choose from something, a variety of it. It looks interesting, but something about trying it at a store packed with people at exorbitant prices, like what was it, 150 rubles I paid for that ice cream? I'd rather try myself if I get a chance to go to these regions in the future, rather than line up in places like this with huge amounts of people and try something that's only one variety of it. And it's probably not authentic either, It's probably something that's substandard compared to the real thing in the regions themselves. So I've made a call to give a skip on the rest of the things here and not spoil it for myself.
А если кому нравится?
Here's another Russified English term, street workout. Have a guess what that means?
Сегодня, потому что солнце сегодня, когда мы...
I was actually going to go somewhere else today, but considering it's Russia Day, I thought that I'd come and see what they got around here in St. Petersburg, because I checked online, saw that they have a lot of events around, and I've been to two of them here, probably the two biggest ones in the city. A few of them I've seen online, but I thought these ones sounded the most interesting. Yeah, I hope people can get an idea of how Russia Day is celebrated here. Thanks once again for tuning in. If this is your second time, thank you for coming if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you again in another video. Take it easy.